Okay, I couldn't wait any longer. I know the countdown was still going on. I had to come because I knew you guys were there waiting on the first look of OneStream Studio. And you have DJ Strick here. I am here with you today, and I'm so excited about this announcement. This is going to be really cool for us. So I can't help but be excited for each and every one of you, and especially OneStream Live for what they're doing with the OneStream Live Studio or the OneStream Studio. So the beta is coming out really soon. We're gonna take it through its paces. So I am using it right now. So yes, you're seeing me coming through OneStream Studio. And I'm not here by myself. Of course, we have a couple of guests. I want to introduce some people to you. So I'm going to bring everybody up at one time so we can all be on the screen here together. So none other than you saw his name on the list. So Steve Healey is here with us. Steven Healey is here with us. And we have Erica. Erica and Steve, thank you guys so very much for your willingness to come on and be a part of this show today. As you can tell, let me do it this way. That's really cool. As you can tell, there's a lot of nice toys here to play with. But Steve, I know you had a chance to kind of look at this earlier. What do you think so far?
I'm impressed so far, and there's a lot of work gone into this. This doesn't happen overnight. They must have been working away, burning the midnight oil, and getting a system that we can actually use to go live, and we can have. Is it up to 14 people on screen?
Up to 14 people on the screen. That's correct.
14 people on screen. We can play video. We can have branding. We can do whatever we want. Really, there's no limitation. The only limitation is our imagination.
I like that. And you are so very true about that. I talk about creativity, Stephen, all the time. And if you're creative, you can find ways to make this work. And if you're not creative, guess what? They've made it really simple. And we're going to take it through its paces today. But Erica, like, this is really your first time to peek at it as well. How was the guest invite and coming on experience for you?
One click. It was easy. I was on. Literally one click.
There you go.
But love it.
Really, really simple. Thank you guys for coming on to hang out with me. I don't have to do it by myself today, so I'm excited about that part.
Yeah, it's more fun.
It is more fun when you can have people hanging out with you, and you two have done an excellent job inside of the OneStream Live community. So kudos to you for your continued to work in supporting other people. I tell people all the time, if you can bring value to other people, and your willingness to bring value to the community means and says a lot about who you two are. So thank you very much for your work in the OneStream Live community and all that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, as I thank you guys, we have to give kudos to the development team for this. They actually announced it. They didn't say what kind of time we would have, and then they just turned around and said, "Hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to be up in a week." So great, let's look at it. So I want to say this, like Steve, you mentioned it, the work that they put into it, but I think the production team, the development team has done an excellent job in making sure, even with this initial beta, that they have a well thought out plan.
Totally. I mean, it's usable straight away and it's intuitive. I mean, we've all been using other studios to actually come into OneStream up to now and go live using OneStream up to 30 destinations, as we know. But now we have the OneStream Studio, which means that it's an all-in-one solution, isn't it? You don't have to go anywhere else. You can just come in to the OneStream Studio and go live to up to 30 destinations.
Now, of course, we all got OneStream Live because of the live recording or the pre-recorded, being able to play that as a video, which, you really needed during the pandemic. You couldn't be at, more than one place at a time. So to be able to do pre-recorded video like it's live, the platform was excellent. I loved it. They have continued to add more features And as they have added the features, they have stuck to their promise of not allowing those features to be extra charges for AppSumo customers. So I'm excited about that part as well.
It's very rare for this to happen, but they've fulfilled all the promises that were made at the time of the AppSumo deal. And this is one of the reasons that I actually get involved, because they've given us so much on the deal.
Right,
And they've done it every time AppSumo have a deal. You think, well, should I? And in this case, I'm glad we did.
right.
Because we're getting more and more bang for our buck with every new feature. I mean, if we think about it, recorded video, live video, HTML5 web player, and now a studio. So it's been a progression.
What do you think,
Don't
Erica?
forget about the custom RTMP. A lot of people don't allow that. And that's my favorite.
There you go. That is so very true. That is so very true. Now, I'm talking and we're talking amongst ourselves because we want to be sure that everybody get a chance to get on. As we go through these features, we have as many people on as possible on our YouTube watching this. So, Erica, if you'll help me out, or you guys, I don't know if you guys have extra screens or even another device that you can look at the chats and all that kind of stuff to be sure that we're not missing anything in the chats. And I'm actually going to do that as well. And there are tons of people in the chat. So if you guys have other devices and can kind of stop me if someone says something,
Okay.
we're going to go through the features here. And Erica, if you can kind of help me with both of those, watching the chats and actually coming back with your thoughts on the features as well. Now that we've said that, Steve and I have worked something out here. If I go full screen or share my screen, we're going to get that infinity screen inside of OneStream Live. So we're going to talk through it, and Steven is going to be my hands as we walk through it from his side. So I'm actually going to share his screen with you guys. He's going to share the screen, and you ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So I'm sharing his screen, and I want to go full screen there. And we're going to start with, we've already talked about it a little bit. You have guests that you can bring in. So with the guests, it's from 10 to 14 guests. And it's something that I think it would be good if you have an option to copy a link, send them the link. You can email the link, and then there's another icon there. What is that, like WhatsApp? You
Yeah,
think that's
you've got
WhatsApp?
so WhatsApp icon, you've got email, you've got a URL you can share.
There you go. And basically all you have to do is get that to your people, and whether they're on their phone or, if they have a studio set up like we do, it doesn't matter. You send them the link and they can come right to you as long as they have a good internet signal.
Right.
Okay.
And if the link goes where it shouldn't do and somebody gets hold of the link, you still have to give permission for them to join you. So they can click the link, they will appear as a request to join you. And if you accept their request, and as if you know the person is trying to join you, you just say yes. Otherwise, you say no. Okay?
Gotcha. That's very self-explanatory. Erica, what do you think about that?
I love that. I host events and people get lost all the time. So with the one-click link, it's amazing.
That's great. That's great. That's great. So I was watching inside of our YouTube saying that there may be a little choppiness or even some audio issues. I hope that has cleared up, guys. If you still see it as choppy, let me know. We are rocking and rolling into this with our first feature being guest. So there we go. So there's a question that, do all the guests get the same link? Yes, all the guests get the same link. So thank you so very much. I think that's Colleen, Miss Hammond. Hope that answers your question. Okay. The audio has cleared up. Thank you. The Days of the Atomic. I love that YouTube name. There you go. Let's keep going. So the next thing is we're going to look at the bottom of our screen here, and I want to go full screen on that on your screen share.
Yeah,
And there's
okay.
a mic right here at the bottom. It is actually muted because he's sharing his screen, and this particular screen, he's making sure no audio comes in, so there's not any kind of effect or delay. You have an opportunity or the ability to pick the audio source for your microphone. There's a drop down button for that. And then there's a drop down button to do audio settings. And Steve, you can kind of explain what those are really quick.
Basically, we've got comprehensive audio settings. We've got echo cancellation, so there's no echo at all. There's auto gain control, which controls the volume of each of your guests. And then there's noise suppression. If the dog barks, you will hear it, but anybody on the broadcast won't. On the right-hand side, it confirms your microphone, which you can change, and you can also change your speaker.
There you go. So very self-explanatory, easy to use, similar to a Zoom look. What do you think? Now, Erica, you do a lot in Zoom. I mean, that banner at the bottom looks similar to that as well, right?
That's right. I was
So
going to
it's
say it's a nice layout.
very nice, very intuitive. Again, that's the microphone settings that we have here. And the next setting or next feature we're going to look at is the video feature. And it's right next to the microphone at the bottom. Again, he's not sharing his screen, so we don't get the infinity look in our video. So we got just a picture up here. There he is. So he turned his camera on. And basically now we're going to go through the drop down options that you get from the camera. So he's able to go right ahead.
I've got quite a few cameras, and you just select the camera. It's basically one camera for the host, one camera for a guest at the moment. And then you've got video settings. I'll switch that camera off because it's distracting me. I don't know about you. Just a second. Right, okay, so let's turn the camera off. In the video settings, my camera would show on the left-hand side where it's black at the moment. You can mirror the camera, which means you'll look correct on screen. Although for us long-time users, it's a bit disconcerting, but you can mirror your screen. And then we can blur as well. And we can do a mild blur or a very strong blur. Now, you were looking at this earlier, Strick.
Right. So let's go to, I'm going to stop on the screen share. So let me hide this and go to, let me go here. We always get swapped on this. There we go. And see how simple that was, guys? I was able to just move the cameras around, move myself from second spot to the first spot, and now I'm able to share my screen. And what I want to do is, I'm not going to share a screen. I want to show you what it looks like when you use some of the camera settings or video settings and blur your background. Let's try it. I think that's really cool. That's one option. This is a effect inside of the new studio. So you can blur your background. And Erica, I think you would like this one. I'm going to try that one more time. And this will give you even more blur in the background. Could be a little haziness on the shoulders and around the head. But for people that need that blurred background, there you go. For whatever reason, I know, Erica, when we was watching one of your lives and you were saying, hey, I'm so close to my wall, I like using green screen. So this gives you the option of blurring the background so much that no one could ever tell what's behind you.
Yeah, that's good.
What do you think?
I like that. I've got the blur on right now. I'm not sure which one I have on, but I have it on right now. My wall is empty, so I like to have something there.
Right. There you go. There you go. All right. So we've talked about the videos. We've talked about the microphone and guests. So the next thing is we're doing it right now. Let me go back to Steve. Let me go to your screen share. So we're going to get screen share back up. And you're able to have some options there as well. If you'll just do the drop down there so people can see what's in the drop down box for screen share, or just share is what it's called. And you're able to do screen share.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do, you can share a screen. And let's just go with that for a moment. If I go to a Chrome tab, and I haven't got a Chrome tab to open. Oh, good. Let's go there. I can share that screen. Okay, so there you are, screen share. And if I come back here and I can put it on screen there. Okay, and hopefully this will go. Oh, okay. I can't, just a minute. Is it because my camera's turned off? Just a second. And I'll show that on screen. Nope. But let's see how the screen share works. Normally
Screen
we
share
try.
does work. We're actually doing screen share right now, and
That's right.
the reason why, for everybody, the reason why I'm not sharing my screen is because it would give us that infinity window from all the cameras. So we actually are using Steve's screen, and we have the camera off, but you can still see all three of us. Okay. Good stuff. Now, Erica, you do a lot of screen share with your presentations. What do you think about the options that you have here with OneStream Studio? I think you may have muted your microphone. Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
My
There you
mic
go.
was off. I did a one presentation where I was sharing my screen and I didn't realize my screen wasn't moving, and I think this would help a lot.
To know that it's moving.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it a lot. So the next thing that we have down at the bottom here is if people can see, oh, let me go back so everybody can see full screen here. So we have live sales and chat. And these two options, live sales and chats, are going to be in future releases. So they're coming soon. So they won't be in the first beta. Okay. The next thing is branding. Okay. Yeah. So he was tapping it and it popped up the window, coming soon. So the next thing is branding. And this is where we get into our overlays, our designs and backgrounds and intervals. So we're going to start with overlays, and you actually, it's kind of hard seeing it here on his screen, but let's see if we can slide the screen over.
Okay, so overlays, you've got logos top left and top right. Normally there's just one logo. You've got a banner and you can type what's in the banner and you can show it on screen. So if I go for that, okay, and you type in your text, top line and then the bottom line. So you've got two lines of text. And then if I hide that, you've got the ticker. And again, you can have whatever text you want in the ticker. So hopefully, if I go here, just a minute. Oh, wait a minute, I've gone the wrong place. Wait a second. Okay, and I'm going to do a show, and the ticker should now run
There
along the
you
bottom.
go.
It is, yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So as we have the branding and you see the ticker here, I want to go back full screen. So I'm going to go all the way over here and see if I can get, it didn't take. Let me go. Come on. There we go. And hopefully that's me. That's me. So at the top here, the screen, guys, on either side of the video, you see OneStream Live, you see OneStream and then Live powered by OneStream Live. I'm actually able to hide those if I wanted to, or to take them off. So it's really, really simple to do all of that. All I have to do is hit X, and I want to remove that. It's removed again, and I can remove it here. Okay. Or I can put it right back. All that's right here inside of overlays. Okay. Really simple to do. And I think there it is. There's the other one, powered by OneStream. So I'm able to click and take them off and then click and put them back on. And you're actually able, guys, to load your own logos. Okay. So if you ever had a logo that you wanted to add, you can add them right in. Just be careful with the size of your logos and banners. You want to be sure that you get the right size. All right. Let me see if we can go right back to the screen share. There we go.
Hey.
Back to you, Steve.
Right, okay, so let's stay with branding and go for design. And on the design tab, just a minute. So we've got the overlays. Then the next one down, basically, as you did at the beginning of the show, there are a selection of countdowns, which you can use at the start of the show or the end of the show. In addition to that, you have We'll Be Back Soon videos already set up. So if you want to take a break during the broadcast for 60 seconds or whatever time you want, then you can do that. And then there are a series of backdrops there to which you can actually add your own. Yeah, so you can set the backdrop. If I go, well, I can't actually show it. Can you?
I can show it. Yeah, it'll be my pleasure. Let's see if we can move this around a little bit and make it happen here. So with the background for all of us, let me go here and show. That actually has music that I'm able to pause or have volume with. I paused it, so let me turn it up, and I can turn that music down for you guys. So that's the background that has music on it. So if you're thinking, hey, how can I have music inside of my stream? There you go. You add it to your video, and you can actually control that volume or even mute it. So if you want the music not to play, you can actually mute it. And let's find us a good one here to show in the back. I think that's pretty cool. Let me see here. You can see it a little better this way. All right. Erica, what do you think?
Yeah. Nice background.
And there are
So I can add my own backgrounds?
You can add your own background. And with backgrounds that are JPEGs, you want to be sure that they are 1920 by 1080 resolution size and that they are 5 megabytes in size. So if you're working with something like Canva, you should be able to figure out like the file size that you'll come out with, make it extra, make it the right size so you can fit it in here easily. If you have a video, it's 20 megabytes. All right. And that's only MP4. I think that's right for the video.
I have a question here. I can't remember who it was, but they wanted to know, can you move the logos anywhere on the screen, or are they fixed places?
That is a good question. So let's
see. At the moment, they're fixed top left and top right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did try to move it and it went right back.
Yeah. You can move, our names can go bottom left, bottom right, top right. So you can move people's names around, but you can't at the moment move the logos.
Okay.
I was clicking through for the the background that I like, and I think I like that one. Good question, though. Good question. I don't know who that came from, but thank you for chiming in on those overlays. And I want to go back to overlays to see if there's any. No. Yeah, you just add them, and Steve is right as far as where they're located right now. So top left logo, top right logo, those are your options.
Yeah.
But remember, you also have the banner that you can add. So I'm going to show the banner here, and which is really cool. You can type, and this is, let me see if I can move that. That's the area for the banner as well. So your banner would be in this position. And of course, he talked about the ticker. Show a ticker. Ticker is in that position. It is so cool. This is, I mean, just from where we started to where we are now, I did not have in mind a studio for OneStream Live. I didn't see it coming. So for them to have this and have these features, and we're using it live right now, it is working very well. I'm excited about it. I really think it's cool.
It's basically, it's everything we need in a studio. and with chat on its way, we know that live chat doesn't present a problem to OneStream. It's a fully integrated system, and you can design it any which way you want.
Right.
You can play video, you can show images, you can put text on screen. Yeah, which is what most of us want to do.
I think so. I think this is so cool. Erica, what do you think? What's your feedback on that?
Well, Fizza just dropped the link for anyone who wanted to share a feature request. So I thought that was cool in itself. Um, how everyone is giving their input in the chat. I would love to have like a private chat with you guys so I could drop these questions in. Just copy paste them from YouTube and have you guys
Yeah,
see
so
them.
I actually started one in Messenger. So if there's some questions that you can kind of help in Messenger, there should be one with the three of us, and you can just drop them in there, and I'll try to definitely get to them. Or if you see one and you just want to stop us and say, hey, let me know. And there's a
All
couple
right.
people in the stream as well. So Dr. Elo is in the stream today, so shouts out to you, Dr. Elo. And Steve B is in the stream today watching us. Digital Growth Hacks has a club. So the Digital Growth Hack Club is hanging out with us today. So thank you for doing that. And Fizza is definitely helping us out in the comments. Matthew has a question. When the chat feature release, will we be able to add specific chat items? So we really don't have any updates on chat. So that is actually the second phase of the beta release. We'll work on chat. That's the work that I got from the team. But good question.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with any system is that what you want out first is the minimum viable product. In other words, something that works, but not something that's got all the bells and whistles. And in this case, this is a first beta release that we're using live today. In testing it and in going live now, we've not had a single problem that wasn't of our own making. Everything works from the get-go, which is absolutely brilliant. So when you get access to the beta testing, you're going to be able to come in and you'll be able to go live on any of up to 30 different destinations direct from the OneStream Studio. And it couldn't get any simpler, really, because the integration between OneStream Live, which we know it, and OneStream Studio, which we're on today, is very tight and it's so easy to use. If you know how to use OneStream Live, you automatically know how to use OneStream Studio to go live in up to 30 destinations.
So I am getting reports of the lagging of the video. I can think we may be going back and forth, lagging of the video or choppy audio. Guys, this is the beta, and it is the absolute first look at this particular system. So what OneStream is doing with the studio is allowing us to see it for the first time, knowing that there's going to be some things that we're still going to have to work on. That being said, I think the features are cool. I guess I can drop some of the beans, Erica and Steven, about this beta release. In a couple of days, the first 100 beta users will be announced. An email will come to you saying that you have been selected to be a part of this first beta. Guys, there's only 100 seats for this first beta, and it is because let me go here so everybody can see me while I say this. It is going to be a selected group because it is something that they really want to work out the system, and there's going to be some things that is not going to work. So they're asking people for the details. We will have a beta Facebook beta group. All right. So in that group, you'll be able to say, hey, this is how I used it. This is the screenshot of the issue that I've seen, and that'll allow the production team and the programming team to be able to fix some of those issues so we can be ready to roll it out to everybody. So first 100 will, in a couple of days, will be announced. You'll get an email. You will get an email saying, hey, you are selected for this. So cross your fingers a little bit, okay? If you're using OneStream Live and you're a constant user, you're probably at the top of the list. But, you know, I don't select them. I'm not in that process. But be looking out in just a couple of days, okay? Good. You guys got anything before we go to the next section? Any questions out there or anything?
Yes,
I'm
I
good.
put some questions in the Facebook Messenger.
Gotcha. All right. So what about the music in the backdrop? Is there a countdown timer when you start and return? Good question. We guess we can start with that. Steve, I will take it to our next section. I don't think we talked about intervals yet. We talked about it a little bit. I actually started with a countdown, but
You did.
let's look at what this countdown looks like. So, and this is already inside of OneStream Live. It's already inside. So you get, looks like it looks like there's 18, right at 18 different slides. And there is, so there's that one. Okay. I don't think I could talk while it's actually. So in the left hand bottom corner, there's a way to stop those intervals when they play. So I'm just clicking on to show and then stop in the bottom left hand corner to actually stop it to come back on screen. And let me play another one. So you get, once you see it, guys, you'll be really excited. And you can always add your own to this list. If there's something in here that you want to design yourself, just make sure it's in the correct. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So let me bring everybody back on screen. What do you guys think about that?
As I said earlier, we've got everything we actually need to do a live broadcast now, and this is the beginning.
Yeah, I agree with Steven. Right. You want to do a live broadcast now. You want to have some overlays. You want to have a sponsor where you use their logo in the top right, top left. Yes. Have your own logo and their logo. Yes. Play your theme song. Great. So yeah, it's amazing.
I agree with you. It is amazing, and it's really cool to see this. Like, it took me by surprise, guys. And they've done this before. I think they did an announcement with the unified chat, and which I thought that was really cool. But it kind of blindsided me. I wasn't ready for a new feature because I didn't think that they would be bringing them so fast, Erica and Steven. I just didn't think that they would have 5 or 6 updates in 6 months. Like, you know, but
Yeah.
hey, thank you, OneStream Live, for being a company of your word. All right. So we talked about overlays, backgrounds, and intervals. Those intervals are the ones you just saw, and you're able to add to that. Think the max megabytes is 20. So you want to look at whatever software you use to edit and to render to the size that fits. And it may take you a little bit of tweaking to figure out what that is, but you're able to do it. Okay. Resolution. Let me say this: resolution for your stream is 1080p or 720p, depending on the subscription that you have. All right. So that's, you know, if you're streaming to Facebook, of course, there's 720p. YouTube is 1080p. So you have options here. So let's go to Steve. Have we talked about streams at all? We hadn't got to streaming.
Nope. Streaming. Okay, let's go to streaming.
Let me get you back on. There we go.
Okay. And I'll switch that. I'll hide that. Okay. And that's hidden. Submit, hide. Okay, so streaming. Basically, when you click the streaming button.
I'm sorry, Steve, to interrupt you. Before we get started with that, we didn't talk about record. So let's go with record first, if you don't mind.
Not at all. My apologies. Okay. Record. Okay. And if you type in a title and press start, then you can record without going live.
And that was a question in the chat. So we just answered that question. Can you record and play later? So this is a way you can use the studio to actually just record.
Yeah, it is. And just type in a title, press start, and it will start recording. And then the recording is available to download pretty well as soon as you've finished, and it's being processed. It takes a few seconds, but you can download the video and then you can repurpose it. I do have a question on that, which will resolve down the road, is that if you record a video, does it go into your library on OneStream Live? I think that's a fair question, to which we don't know the answer yet.
But there is a library that you get with the stream, and we'll talk about that later. But recording, from a recording standpoint, does it not give you option of where you would like to record it?
Oh yeah, you can tell where you want to store it, but I didn't actually see OneStream as an option. Yeah, you can store it. You can go on Google Drive. You can go on OneDrive. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we'll leave that as a grey area at the moment.
So from what I can tell, when I pull up the recording, it has at the top, add cloud storage.
All right, okay.
Okay, and then it has connect cloud storage. So in the plan that I have 50 gigabytes, and I have it marked as my primary recording. So if I record, it's going to go to my OneStream library storage.
Okay.
Okay. Or I can change it to where that's a backup and add a primary in the cloud. And of course, there are several cloud-based storage that you can use. And we can talk more about that later as well. Do you see that there? Do you have that as an option?
Yeah, sorry, settings.
Settings, exactly. Right under settings.
Okay. So it's set at OneStream storage at the moment, and then you can add cloud storage. I don't know whether this will actually show, but you have all those separate. It depends where you use, but most of the common ones are actually there, and you can set it, and then you can forget it. Okay.
There you go. That makes it really, really simple. And someone else asked inside of the chat, Goodman, how many hours of recording per stream? And that's going to be probably based on your subscription you get with OneStream Live. But that being said, you have up to 8 hours. Up to 8 hours of storage. What do you think, Erica?
I like that you get so much storage with this. I didn't know that you could put in and have it stored with OneStream while streaming. I like that part. That part's really nice. And I like that I have a choice of it asks me where I want to store it.
There you go. You got options. Steve, you were going to say something?
I probably was. Hang on a minute.
I get it.
Okay. No, I'm just enjoying exploring the system because it's basically you've got an idea of how a system's going to look. This is beyond my expectations, really, in terms of the power of it and the ease of use.
And guys, as you see, I'm changing scenes with some type of a little bit of rhythm, but I'm just showing everybody the options that we have with the scenes that they already have inside of the system. It's not like I don't have to build these scenes. Once you bring someone up onto your camera, you can actually hide them. When you say hide and it says show on stream, you show them on stream and they're on the stream. That's really, really simple. I want to say intuitive, but you know, it's even easier than being intuitive. It's just like right there. All you have to do is look on their camera on the right-hand side and you can see it. So this has been really, really nice.
Well, in terms of ease of use, I mean, we've managed to get to grips with it within a couple of hours, and it's possible. It's all doable.
Earlier, someone asked, and please forgive me, I can't remember your name. can you use the studio with a Stream Deck?
At the moment, I have to say not yet, because you do need to have hotkeys, and there are no hotkeys within the system at the moment.
Good question, though. Good question. So
Yeah.
I'm with Steve. There's no hotkeys. I believe from a programming standpoint, it could be something easy to add. But in this beta release, there are not any hotkeys that we are able to see to program the Stream Deck with. But good question. Good question. People are really engaging and talking in the YouTube channel. OneStream Live YouTube is going off today. There's a party in there. So if we miss it, be patient with us. Erica is helping us stay on top of some of those questions and everything that's going on. And I'm hoping that if people are listening and there's some choppy audio, that everything kind of clears up as well. On our side, we're hearing each other very well. I can hear and see everyone has great picture. It looks really good here, other than I think my camera has a little too much bokeh based off the system. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. I told Steve earlier, I kind of like the bokeh that I paid for with this high-dollar camera, but the option to do it inside of the system is really cool. And so, again, kudos to OneStream Studio for making that happen. Any other questions there I may have missed?
Nope. Someone says that the top right logo seems a little off screen, but it looks fine to me.
Looks good here too.
So we, depending on how it has come up, I'm looking
Yeah.
with the white background or the red background, you may be able to see it differently, but it's showing very well here. Okay, so
Basically, it's the image itself. You can change the image size. You're uploading that, so you've got great control. And what you actually do is test it with each of the layouts to make sure that it looks fine.
exactly, and I was turning around watching what it looked like on YouTube. So there is a little delay in moving around, but it looks really good. It is coming through 1080p. Online. So I've checked that as well. So it's getting a great quality video. This is the beta that will be released really, really soon to the first 100 beta users that are going to be chosen through OneStream. So who knows who's going to be chosen, man? This is going to be really, really cool. You know, we got this 30% deal going on right now. So if nothing else, guys, really be thinking of ways you can tell your friends or family, anybody that's a content creator about OneStream Live, and actually share your affiliate link. You know, it's 55% is what you get as an affiliate. If someone buys through your link. So be sure that you take advantage of that because this company has really been growing, and I personally am excited about what it's doing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Erica. Well, I'm thinking, Erica.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was being gentle. I was saying, if you go ahead, then I can think.
Well, I'm sorry. I was laughing at Charlene Goodman's comment. The leadership mixologist. She says she does live streams on LinkedIn, so she will replace StreamYard with OneStream. I'm like, yes.
There you go. OneStream for the win. With the various, I think this is Charlene or Colleen's Hammonds, with the various outlay options, can we move anything? So right now things are placed where they are. You have options of the different screens here, but the logo and the overlays are actually positioned on the stream where they can't be moved. Okay. You can turn them off.
Just to show how easy it is to actually move.
Okay.
No, go back to where we were. Sorry, Strick. If you go back to where we were, I'm back. Drag me. No, that's it. You got it. That's it.
Got it. It just took me a minute to get over there, but I got it. So
from the main speaker can just be dragged and dropped unexpectedly
Right.
into the main arena. Yeah.
All right, so there's a lot of control for you from that standpoint. So not just when we have these overlays like this, um, what he's saying is, someone speaking, we still have the stream, the sharing going on. So if someone asks a question, that person is speaking, or we need to go back to the screen share, we're able to do that as well. And because it's in that first position, if I go to the first slide, guess what? The stream share is back at the front where everybody can see what's going on the screen. There you go. Did I miss anything?
Well, you've got control over your guests. Let's just go through that again. You send the invite out, a guest accepts it, clicks the link, they come in, they check their camera and their microphone, they can choose which camera and microphone they want to use. When they come in and you're producing the show, you can see the name and you can see whether you accept them or decline them. Okay? If it's somebody you don't know, just decline it. Once they're in the studio, as the producer, you can switch somebody's camera off, you can switch their microphone off, and you can remove them. So you've got total control from the guest point of view. The guest experience, as Erica and I have had today, is pretty good because what we're actually seeing is the live feed. Yeah, and as Strick makes a change, we see it instantly, as you do over on YouTube. And I just want to say a couple of things as we move along. One, thank you everybody for watching on YouTube, and a shout out to two people who have helped us in recent days and help us every single day. And that's Amna and Fiza.
Right.
All questions answered, all marketing done, and they're just, they're a great team. I think that's the thing about it, that you get the feeling that you are being treated as an individual. And if you put a question in the group, you get it answered. And if the question happens to be about OneStream Studio, then Amna and Fiza are there to help. And Strick, Erica, and I are catching up quickly.
We are trying. So thank you, Stephen, for saying that and sharing that, because that is definitely my sentiments as well. There's nothing like having a great team,
Yeah.
Nothing like having a great team. Erica, you have something you want to add?
Yeah, I love their customer service. When I first got it, I was scared to use it, but I finally went to the help button, and they walked through it. They got on Zoom with me and walked me through it, and I love that. And ever since then, if I need something, they're there right away. So don't hesitate to ask them for anything because that's what they're there for, to help you.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is another question I want to be sure we answer tonight, because it was the first question I asked, and it was the first question Stephen asked when we had a chance to talk to the OneStream Live team about Studio. What about pricing? Okay, that is the biggest thing. I see the beta, I see that it's coming out, I see that you guys are working. How will it affect what I do? So it's going to have features on so the feature will be available on every plan, right? But you will have limited features based on the subscription plan that you have, but it will include all the AppSumo users will get the full studio. So there you go. All right, I hope I answered that question. There's going to be more details to come about how many other features you get based on your subscription, but all of the features will be available on the Pro plan and for our AppSumo users. Good. So I want to be sure I got that out. Now, let's see if we can really take this thing through its paces, Steven and Erica. This is what I want to do. It's going to take us a minute to do this, but if you're still hanging with us on the YouTube channel, I'm going to take my link, and this I'm a little have a little anxiety about this, but I'm going to try it, Erica. Let's see how many people that are out there want to come on with us and either we have a great party or we break it. One of the two things is going to happen, and it's still in beta, so we're still working on it. So we're not going to hurt the system, but it would be great to see how the system works. So if you want to come on and hang out with us, I'm actually going to copy this link and put it inside of the YouTube channel. And Steve, don't get too excited now. Don't get worried on me. We're going to make this work.
Right.
And while I do that, Erica, I know there may be people that are have a couple of questions. So if you want to bring that up, I will appreciate it as well as I share my link. The link is inside of the YouTube comments. I think I added it. Did you freeze there, Erica? Is there a question or anything out there? Your mic, I think your mic may be on mute.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is there any type of connection indicator to know how well the internet connection is for the stream? And this is from Sharon Goodman. Sharon.
When you're a guest, over the top of your picture is your stream quality, and if you're producing the show, I think you get an overall quality as well, but certainly you get an individual quality, and it's basically 3 bars, and they are green if everything is go, and they are amber if you're struggling a bit, and they don't exist if your signal fails. As far as the system is concerned, this is like other systems. We know this to be true. If your internet fails, then you can come back in as a guest as soon as you get your internet back. And if you're hosting the show and your internet fails, which does happen occasionally, then the show will carry on and you can just come back in and carry on producing the show.
While we were testing, I had to refresh a couple times. So while we were testing, as I refreshed, Steven was still there, and I actually came right back. So it does work. I was talking over you, Erica. What were you saying again?
I was just saying it was great that Stephen answered that question because it was one I had put in the chat. I have one more. Small business boutique. Are you able to do a presenter view from PowerPoint?
You cannot share documents at the moment, I don't think. There's image share, there's video share, there's audio. So you've got images, video, audio you can bring in. Strick, did you say anything about PDFs or PowerPoint presentations?
So the way I would do it in the system is actually sharing your screen. So it would come from your computer.
Yeah.
And then you're able to do, so if you have a presentation, you're sharing your computer. Let me go back here, share the computer screen, and I'm going to hide everybody but me because most people are doing it by themselves. There is this screen. So I'm sharing the computer and I'm in the right-hand corner. Okay. Sharing the computer and I'm in the center. So these are, or we can be side by side. So these are options that you get, and you're using screen share on your computer and going through whatever type of presentation software you have, whether it's Keynote, Premiere, Prezi, all that other kind of stuff. You can actually use it that way. But great question.
Okay, I have one more. Colleen Hammond, how about incorporating this into the mobile app?
It's a good question. Maybe it's one of those things that come with another beta. So right now, what we have in all the features and functions, the development team is going to be sure that everything that you see here works before we release it to the general public. Okay. And then after that, they will have a second phase that will include live selling, so we can monetize some of the stuff that we do here as content creators, and the chat. So those are 2 things that are going to be on the second phase that we're able to see, but it's down the line for us. But very good question.
Yeah.
That was all my questions.
All right. Hey guys, I put the link out there just in case anybody wanted to come. We're getting very close to an hour here, and in this celebration of the first look at OneStream Studio, I mean, it's been really cool. I am definitely excited about what this can do, and I'm in the studio right now, coming live to you. So the choppiness or some of the delay, like this is a beta, and this gives OneStream Studio, OneStream Live developers an opportunity to see it in real life working. Not only is it working for us with two guests, but it's also working from YouTube, seeing the comments and how it all kind of generates. So we'll be able to see the recording in YouTube and how the audio sound and how the video looks as when we're done with this as well. So it's been really cool. Overall thoughts, Erica? Yes, ma'am. I see your hand. She's got her hand
Yeah.
up for school.
We can't find the link in YouTube.
I put it in there twice. Let me see how else I can get it to you because I definitely shared it. Let me try it one more time here. So it's at the bottom. So people want to come on. We want you to come on and test this out. So I just did it again, and I'll do it a second time so you can check it out. Let's put the beta studio through its paces tonight and see how well it works.
Right. I'm going to stop screen sharing so that it doesn't blow my system up. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to stop both screen shares. Okay. And we're now people only. And we have space. Theoretically, we have space for another 11 people. So
May I ask that? I'm sorry, Stephen.
Okay. Sorry, Karen. I'm good.
May I ask that you share the link with me in Messenger and I try it? Because I still don't see it and I refresh my screen.
Here we go. Messenger.
Oh, Visa also wants you to share it with her. Thank you.
There you go. All right, so shared in a couple different places. Let's see. Come on, let's hang out for a little bit. We got a little bit more time. We're on the first hour here. This has been cool. As we wait, Steve and Erica, what are the features that you see so far that stand out to you for OneStream?
I think the feature that stands out for me is the ease of use. And in the bringing a guest in is straightforward, and then the layouts that are already there for one person, two people, or 14 people are simple and straightforward to use. The ability to actually slide people about the screen. I know it's elsewhere, but it's so smooth here. And the fact that you can bring your own assets in, you can bring your own logos, your own images, your own videos, and Strick, you said sharing PowerPoints wasn't a problem. I don't think there are any major problems, and this is day one of a beta test. I am more than pleasantly surprised at what the system can do already.
All right, so we have a few people that have chimed in with us. A couple are still connecting, but while we're here, let me bring Chad on. Hey, Chad, you're now on the stream with us. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Man, great. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. So far, what do you think about the OneStream Studio?
No, I think it's great. I think it's got a lot of potential.
That's
Good to
awesome.
see. Good to see it working.
Exactly. I feel the same way. Anything that you see tonight that you wasn't expecting that kind of wowed you a little bit?
Just how easy it is to use, how easy it is to go change the view and change the layout of the screen share of the people. I think that's one of the nice features.
I think it is really, really cool. We got a few more people coming on, and I'm going to try to add a couple people at a time here. And let's see. Fearless Larry, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, it's fantastic environment here. I'm coming from Montenegro, Europe. It's 2 a.m. here.
Wow, you stayed up late to hang out with us, huh?
Yeah, I love OneStream, so I wanted to be in the first people to see this wonderful thing. Thank you.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us, and I hope we've done it justice tonight. Our job was to kind of go through some of the features, excite the people about it. Again, we have the first 100 beta users will be announced later this week. Hopefully, everybody here is in that number, and you're going to have to pronounce your name for me, sir. I do apologize.
Yes, okay. It's Blama.
Blama. Thanks for
Yeah.
hanging out with us, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
So, what do you think so far?
I think it's phenomenal. I mean, it's really easy to use. I love the UI UX. It's very simple, and I mean, a lot of potential. I'm really excited. Hopefully, to be on that beta list.
Well, there you go. People keep chiming in, and I'm going to keep adding you guys. Digital growth. Let me see if I can get you on the screen here. Tell me what you think, sir.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
on?
yeah.
Am I
Digital
live?
growth. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Digital growth hacks. There you are.
I am hanging out here in the West Coast, California. I am very surprised. I love I loved using it already to pre-record already. Everything was already laid out, but this is just adding so much. I'm hyped. I got to cancel a lot of services after this.
I know it, right? Like, if you're not thinking about how much money you're gonna save with OneStream Studio, like something is wrong. No, not only are you getting pre-recorded video like it's live, and for me, it was using the cloud-based storage, so I can get larger files to go live. There were other systems out there, but yeah, they only gave you so much bandwidth or so much storage space. So being able to use the cloud base, so I'm a Google Drive guy, and I can actually drop the Google Drive in. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. So I thought that was really, really cool. And then for them to do multi-streaming, so now we can go live to multiple, and now we have your own studio. Mm.
Yeah,
So
this is amazing. So I full stacked it through AppSumo. So I didn't never know if they were going to do it or not, but I had already used it already. I'm telling you, and this just adds so much more to it. So I'm pumped. So thanks.
no problem,
Okay.
no problem. Go ahead.
Now, hands up who got the AppSumo deal. That's pretty good going. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We are die-hard fans.
Yes, we are diehard fans of this. I got it, and I'm using it every week. I really do use it every week. So I'm one of those kind of people that is in OneStream Live all the time. I was really using it for the pre-recorded, and then as it started to grow, it's like, wow. But I wasn't using all of the functions. So even as I am teaching in the community right now, I had to go learn some of the other functions of OneStream. So I feel good about it now. But we do have more people coming in, and I do not want to stop this party from going. Miss Colleen, is that right? Am I saying
It,
this right?
it's Colleen, but I grew up in the
Colleen,
Detroit area, and I'm
you
used to
from
Colleen.
Detroit? There you go. You got a
Yeah.
nice picture there. Everything looks nice and cool. What kind of content do you create with OneStream Live?
A lot of stuff. I took a year off because I was in a car accident, so I'm just getting back to using streaming services. But I've used Wirecast, I've used OBS, I've used Ecamm, I've used StreamYard, I've used Wave, another AppSumo deal. And so I just thought when I saw this announcement last week, I thought, okay, this is going to be good because
Right,
y'all are already streaming. So
right.
there's not going to be problems with the streaming. It's just a matter of getting, some of the lower thirds and the ticker mover and, the overlays and being able to do pre-rolls and that kind of stuff. So I have a television background and a production background. So
I hear it. I hear
I,
it. That's awesome.
yeah, so I'm very, very excited. And like Jenny, digital growth hacks, like he said, it's just, I fully stacked the AppSumo deal, knowing because it was mentioned, yeah, we plan on doing the live thing later, and I thought they're
Right,
going to move into studio at some point. So
right.
I am so impressed with the beta. Fizz said that the first batch of beta testers are already working, and I'm like, dang,
There you go. There you go.
because
So
we want to get in here and play.
Right, right. Now, it was my understanding that there were going to be 100 seats or 100 beta testers, and it's going to be announced, or they will be emailed sometime this week.
Oh,
So there may still be a chance for you. There may still be a chance. You never know. You never know. Yes, keep
fingers
your hands crossed.
crossed.
And I'm glad you recovered from your car accident and that you're hanging out with us tonight.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
ma'am. I had a couple of people connecting in the
Bring it
system, but
in.
they haven't already connected. I don't want to leave anybody out. If anybody wants to say anything else while you're here, Larry is up late at night, and I know that he's loving this. He is fanboying over OneStream Studio. Larry, what do you think?
Yes, yes, I'm very satisfied. This looks really fantastic. And while we are here inside of the studio, there is no sound issues. There was issues on YouTube, so I'm optimistic that it will be solved very easily, since here everything is clear and smooth.
I was saying that earlier, Larry, as well, that I could hear everybody really good. And I was seeing some of the comments in YouTube, but again, that's probably a production issue. They may have to work some of the audio that's going to YouTube out, or that's coming out of the system, to clean it up a little bit. But here we got great picture and we have great audio. So everybody that's watching us, if you're watching us, my link is still out there. I do have 2 people that are waiting to get in, that are connecting. I don't know if it's the system or their system to get in or stopping us. So, you guys can actually see it. So Erica is waving her hand, and I want to be sure I get her on. So I'm sorry if I missed you while I was talking. Yes, ma'am.
The groundwater guy asks, is there any advantage to using Ecamm live with this?
That's a really good question. The reason why OneStream Studio is built is to be an all-in-one solution for OneStream Live customers. So I want to be sure that I say that. Let me come full screen here. This is an all-in-one solution for OneStream Live customers. So with OneStream, you have pre-recorded, you have live that you can go straight from your camera, and now you have the studio. As the studio is being built with more features, because Ecamm is feature rich. Ecamm has a lot of options with being able to do a lot of things on the screen and graphics and all that kind of stuff. You can do virtual camera from Ecamm to this studio. So let me say that you can still use the 2 and use some of the feature-rich options from Ecamm, but you don't have to. As we grow with the intervals, with the backgrounds, with the overlays, you can do a lot of work right inside of the OneStream Studio. So people are coming in, and I want to grab them. I hope I answered that question good. Steve, you may know a little bit more. You may be able to add as well. Let me see. She's waving her hand. Yes, ma'am.
I'll turn my mic back on. So I had a question and a comment. The question is, are we going to be able to do green screen? Because I know Erica mentioned earlier about being against a wall and that kind of stuff. And then the second is more of a comment. I'm currently using another platform to record my podcasts as a video.
Gotcha.
So I want to double check. We can record to be used later. So we can record in the studio. So I can do this as a podcast, record it, and then use it.
Yes, exactly. You can do it. So you're able to, based on your subscription or whatever your subscription is, you have different storage sizes inside of OneStream, or you can have another cloud-based storage added to your system, and it'll automatically go there, or you can have it recording in both places. So you can do that. You sure can. Now, I do want to say this. Outside of the beta, you can still record podcasts, not with adding people in, but using your camera with OneStream. You can actually record inside of the system now. But adding people and all other things that you can do with the graphics and overlays, you can't do that, but you can record in OneStream Live now and save it to your computer. All right, so let me do this.
What about the green screen? The green screen question.
Green screen, good question. So
Chroma key.
not chroma key, not yet. Not yet on the chroma key. The best thing that we have is the extra blurred background. Did you see that at all when we did
Yeah,
that?
I did, and it was like your head blurred all the way to like your eye
Yeah, it did.
when you
It
did the
did. It did
extra
blur a
ones.
little bit. It did
Yeah,
blur a little
that's
bit.
called the de-wrinkler blur, I think. So you can get rid of like wrinkles.
There you go. There you go. So I got another guy coming up. Matt V, how are you doing,
Yes,
sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, great. Thanks for hanging out with us. Look at this. It's starting to look like a Zoom link here, a Zoom room.
I got the heavy blur going on. Let me fix that here because that's realistic. All right, good
Oh,
to
man,
go.
that's cool. Look at that. Man, we're doing great. So, as you were watching today, tell me what you thought. What kind of caught your eye with what we were explaining today?
I have to say I'm super stoked because
That's cool.
I've used BeLive, I've used Run the World, like a lot of the other options that have come out. I've used Restream for the same stuff that OneStream did, StreamYard, Ecamm, OBS, a lot of the same ones that Colleen has used as far as testing. See, what I do is I started a thing a couple years ago after I got out of the military, as far as like helping business owners grow their online digital media presence. So using podcasts and recorded video, live video streams for customer Q&A sessions, things of that sort, just trying to teach them how to use the benefits of social media to grow their businesses. And I really focus on small businesses, local businesses, but being able to do some of this kind of stuff and use OneStream now with the studio built in and all the features that appear to be coming with it is, I think is going to be a game changer for a lot of these folks. And that's what I'm really excited for with all the features and functionality that's built in. So
I think so. I mean, you articulated everything that I would say, Matt. I mean, I agree with you 100%. It just definitely gives us options that we didn't have before with OneStream, and ability to save some money. Like right now, I'm sure everybody has doubled up on
yeah.
another resource to be able to do
Yes.
something like this. So now with OneStream, with the studio being an all-in-one platform for us, man, OneStream for the win. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
There is one feature of OneStream which I love, and it's one of the main reasons I use it, and that's the HTML5 web, which is absolutely first class.
Right.
So we've now got a studio from which we can go direct to our websites. No extra costs for Upsumo people, and basically broadcasting to your website is where it's at. Because if you think about it, if we broadcast on Facebook or YouTube, who are we working for? Who's
Working for those platforms. We're working for those
adverts
other.
get shown? Facebook's and YouTube's. They get
Right.
paid. We don't. We're donating our time. If
Right.
you're broadcasting to your website, then we know that is the best way to attract people to watch is live video. Yeah. If you've got live video on your website, and with OneStream you can have replays as well, then you're actually building a real crowd around your property. When you go live, who's earning money? You. Because as people are watching you, they are reading your blog posts, they're getting to know, like, and trust you. They can visit your shop if you've got a shop on the website. And instead of buying things from Facebook and YouTube, they'll be buying things from you. And
It
you
allows
can
you
do
to
all
be
with OneStream. Sorry, that's it. That's the rant over. I'm good now. I'll be quiet for a minute.
Oh, that's
like
perfect. I love how you said that because it allows you to become the authority for your clients on whatever niche you're working in.
That's right. Really good, really good. We do have another person that's been added to the stream. He doesn't have his camera on right now, so and we have a few people trying. Doctor,
You can't. No, you can't be added without your camera. Now we doing this together. Now come on now. Get that blur on. Get that blur on.
You got to commit.
It's
Yeah, get that blur on.
You got to jump in.
Hold on a second.
It's good to meet you face to face, by the way, Matt. Matt was like, I'm typing out a question, and all of a sudden Matt's question comes on the screen. I'm like, And then like 3 times. Like,
I'm
you're reading
sorry.
your
I didn't.
mind.
Wait,
I
so
was
what?
just
Hold on.
reading your mind from across the country.
I know.
Man,
I'm
this
in
All right,
is
Dallas.
so
I'm in Dallas,
Where
so
isn't it going?
I was trying to add the next person that is in the queue, okay? And so this
oh,
is the
okay.
beta, so everybody would know your subscription does not support more than 10 participants in layout. Please upgrade
Oh,
your plan. So that was at 10, and it has compare plans. So there may be something they're doing in beta that they may be able to upgrade. Please note that new meetings after upgrading unlocks new plans and features. So I'll close that. So the doctor has actually shown her face, and we'll bring her up to talk. And if you're in and waiting, we'll get you on in just a minute. No worries. Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
Oh. Hello,
Thank
how's
you.
everyone?
Thank you for coming on. You were watching today. Tell me what stood out to you about OneStream Studio.
Oh, well, I'll be honest, I kind of came in on the late side,
It's
but
okay.
I know, right? But what I can tell you is because I do a lot of live streaming and I've used quite a few different platforms. So when I saw the beta opportunity within the live stream, I wanted to see and be able to do some comparisons between some of them because my primary issue will be for my clients and their ability to um, ease of use for non-techies.
Gotcha.
I'm a techie person, but my clients typically are not. And so I'm exploring just the ease of use, the tools and the features and functions. I was the one that was asking about the. I know you said with sharing your screen with using PowerPoint,
PowerPoint.
but one of the crutches that I typically use is that when you're in presenter view, so you can use your notes. But if you're sharing your screen,
They can see
that
those
doesn't
notes.
preclude someone from seeing the slide deck itself.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that was just a clarifying question. Otherwise, I use the OneStream for restreaming, and then I've been using StreamYard for live streaming,
Gotcha.
and the functions with the banners and the backgrounds and that functionality. Because I do a lot of training material.
Gotcha. So your point was well taken. And I think where we are as a beta group with this, with the functions, Steven said it earlier about you wanted to be sure if you have a beta that you have the basic functions to
Right.
start with. All right. And, there are other people that's been in the game for a while that they are robust with some of the features that they offer. So, but good question. And maybe, some of the things that I have to do with even some of those bigger programs and softwares, sometimes I'm using multiple devices. So I might actually have another device with my notes or another
Well,
monitor
yeah.
with
I mean,
those
I know
notes.
how to hack.
There you go. There you go. So I should not
But
have even said that.
the average person is not going to be a hacker. Say a
Exactly.
person who's familiar with technology that's willing to go that extra mile will hack.
Right.
But regular folk, no. I'm not disrespecting the regular folk, whoever you think you are, but
I get it.
just those types of nuances. And I'm not even saying that the other platforms have that capability either. I'm just saying that outside of, I think, Zoom and maybe GoToMeeting, do you have that functionality itself? But it's just a matter of knowing what's available so that one can make the necessary planning, plan for whatever is available when it comes to the features and the functions. And
Right.
I'm good to go. So I'm just going to look to enjoy the kind of play with it a bit more.
And I think it's going to be great. Someone asked, and I'm going to have, I think it's Cleveland, who's Rose. Yeah. I know you've been trying to get on for a minute. I actually had to take Steven down and bring you up. It's not moving. Let me try it one more time and to bring Cleveland over. It's not coming over. There we go. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. Yeah, this is phenomenal. I use OneStream Live every day. All for my television networks that we have. We got four actually. We broadcast through our website, stuff like that. And I understand like digital hacks. I go to the YouTube channel a lot. So when he talk about AppSumo, I listen to this guy a lot, so he knows he's talking about with stuff. Come on with absolutely everything else, but I use a lot. I mean, we broadcast almost 7 days out of the week through OneStream Live, and this studio is phenomenal. I use Wave video stream day that guys in Baya. It's cool, but this one is top notch to me. StreamYard, okay, yeah, I'm not too hip with StreamYard, and Mellow, not too well as well, but this here is a game changer. I am a tech guy, been doing tech for 25 years. This is the best. This is the best I've ever seen so far.
That's awesome. What stood out to you the most?
Oh man, the way that you change the layout to how you could determine your, displays here, like you're doing now.
Yeah.
Everything what you're doing. This here is game changer because I got clients that will go nuts. They will love to do something like this. This here, you can flip it around, change your backgrounds. You can change your way how you broadcast, and also different logos, different things they would do, layouts. All could be customized with them. I love it.
Well, man, we'll definitely appreciate you hanging out with us today. Being a big-time user with OneStream Live with a television network, be sure to put your information in the comments in the YouTube channel so people can connect with you and see what you're doing out there. And everybody that's on the call today, thank you guys for taking the time. We want to connect and see what you guys are doing. He even shouted out the digital growth
Man,
hacks.
that's the
They
man right
said you're the
there.
man. Like, we need to figure out
Yeah,
how we can.
yeah, man, he's awesome. He brings stuff that I'm like I never heard of. And yeah, man, I'm like I watch him all the time. I subscribe to his YouTube channel, and every time he puts out a new video, I like, okay, let's see what he talk about now, and I'll be like glued to it. This
That's
guy is,
awesome.
yeah, he's gangster. That's what I said. OG right there.
Please put your stuff in the YouTube channel so we can connect with you
Definitely.
guys. Would love to do that. And I might have searched you out. So this is the name of your YouTube channel as well, Digital Growth Hacks?
Digital Growth Hacks Club, and I'll have to pay Cleveland. I don't even know where he's at, but I'm gonna have to pay him for that endorsement. I
I
didn't
know it, right? I know it, right? Hey, listen, I'll
Hey,
get it to him. Just send it to me and I'll make sure he gets it.
even.
oh yeah, I got you, man. No worries about that. But yeah, I had to come in because I was watching the whole thing. I'm like, let me get in here before I do anything. I'll go ahead and send that out to you guys. Y'all guys are good.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
enjoy.
I saw your name a couple of times come up. Were you having issues connecting tonight?
Well, I'm using two phones. I mean, come on. I mean, I got iPhone and Android. I said, let me try. But I said, I'm going here on my laptop, and it's better this way. So
I got you.
I
I
mean, I
got you. So you
love
were
it.
trying to come on
It's
with your
great.
phone and needed a
Right,
little bit
right. I
more
was on the
bandwidth,
phone.
probably.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was
DJ.
like, okay, right. So
Yeah,
right.
excuse me. Yeah, DJ. I think it was some other people trying to get in on their phone. So, do you think that's something? Because there was a couple of people, and then he said it. So, you think that's something that they need to be
That,
concerned with? Because I
yeah,
didn't
that
have any
could,
problems. I jumped right in
yeah,
on
that
my
could be an
PC.
issue. So at
Okay.
one point, there were 3 people right in a row that were trying to get in that never connected. So there were gray boxes, and it said connecting, but it never connected on my side, as far as what I'm able to see here.
So that mine happened that way at first, and I'm obviously not on a phone. But when I tried to connect, I hooked up my camera, gave it access to my camera and my microphone, and then it just sat there connecting. So I logged out and then came back, and it was fine.
Yeah, that's what I did
So
too. I did
you did
same
too?
way.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
there you
Probably
with your
because
go.
phone. Then.
Colleen is a power user. She has everything.
Right, right,
She,
right,
she's a
I didn't even use.
meteorologist. She got all the other stuff. The weather. She's a serious user. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
So get her on your list. Get her on your beta list for sure.
You and
Definitely.
me, Jenny.
Hey, Hey, Erica, I want
Yeah,
to
we got.
come to you real quick because I know that you are watching some of the comments and chats, and some questions may have come through that I'm not aware of or didn't see. This is really
Yes.
cool tonight. Like, I know you're a Zoom person. You like Zoom, so this is like really, really close to that.
I see so many upsells. I mean, I do live streaming for other people. There's so many upsells in here. But I do have 4 questions that I want to share. Let's see. How do we sign up for beta testing? Is there a link?
So
You want to
In,
answer?
yeah, in the OneStream group, there is a thread. You add your name to the thread, and then you'll be considered. I've had people contacting me whilst we've been live saying, "How do I get in?" Go to the OneStream group. You can actually sign up. And as Strick said, it's the first 100. Doesn't mean that it will be long before the second 100 and the third 100. So this thing is just going to roll. So go to the group and sign up now as soon as you can.
And it's also available on OneStream Live, the web page. So if you go down to the studio button, it's going to say the studio is coming soon, but you're able to uh, get into the beta group, and it'll take some information from you to get to the beta group. I thought that automatically got you in, but of course, they're saying the first 100 people will be chosen sometime this week, and hopefully people that are on this call, these people are like really know what they're doing. So just a shout out to everybody that's here. And again, if you're on tonight, just put your information in the YouTube page in the comments so people can connect with you, because I want to know what this digital growth hacks guy is doing to get people to talk about him like that. We need to check him out. Okay. Was there anything else, Erica? I talked really that was just one
Yeah,
thing. Anything else out there?
3 more questions. If we send, let's say, Zoom live to OneStream, and can we add overlays on top of it?
Say that one more time.
Okay. If we send, let's say, Zoom live to OneStream, can we add overlays on top of it? So I guess if they're using Zoom, can they use overlays on top of it?
So I actually just did this. This is what they call the banner option, and of course you can change what the banner is. Okay, and it's going over Steven's head down here at the bottom. This is how it will look. The placement of these assets, the top left and right, and the banner. Right now, the placement of them are static. They're going to be where they are. Okay, the only thing that's moving here is the ticker down at the bottom, but this is what it would look like. So if you had one of your cameras, whether it was eCam and you had guests coming in at eCam, and you had multiple people on your screen, this is what it's going to look like as far as when you start adding people as guests inside of OneStream Studio. I hope that
Yeah.
answered your question.
Yeah, you can bring Zoom into OneStream, and you've got the screen display. You can then, as Strick said, you can then add to it. So
There you go. There you
Nice.
I'm
go.
assuming it's the same if you're using, for example, the OBS virtual camera, which is, I almost turned that on and use that instead, but
Right.
it's the same thing with OBS virtual camera that I've used on other platforms. So you use that to stream into your studio and then use the studio features. Or in my case, I use the OBS features and I can use studio features. So
There
it's
you
doable.
go. It's just right. You can use the virtual camera from OBS. And if you're doing that, you have all the respect from me, because that is not easy to set up and move around. So I get it. That's cool.
That's my favorite way because I have so much control over there. So what's wrong with my
Exactly.
camera?
I get
Hey
it.
I
DJ,
got one
hey
more
DJ, I
question.
noticed real quick. I noticed that when the more people came into the room, I thought maybe the video playback, I thought they got a little bit foggy.
Green.
Did anybody grainy? Did anybody else notice that, or
Yeah, that's
because
what
I
I
think
was just
earlier?
wondering because my
No,
camera's looking really grainy. So
yeah,
yeah,
because when you came up, but that's not you. I know your camera's pretty clean, so I just
yeah, I've
noticed
got a
that. But it wasn't like that earlier when you were speaking. That's what I was saying.
no.
No,
Okay.
it's not like that, and it looks like we're having a little bit of a problem. You guys are gonna have to watch the playback of the YouTube. I'm turning around. I have it live behind me, and it is a little choppy with the move. We're gonna get a chance to look at that later and see why it's coming out a little choppy from YouTube. So this is a great opportunity for us to kind of put the new system, the new studio through its paces to see what it looks like, how we can use it. OneStream Live really wants to be an all-in-one source for creators, and this is a good start. It's not over with yet. This is a great start to be able to use some of the things that they have in their arsenal. So kudos to the programmers and everybody that's developers, everybody that's been working on this. This is the first look at it. So hopefully by the end of the week, there'll be more beta testers and you guys can get inside of the YouTube group and talk about what's working and what's not working. I really, I really want to see how choppy it may be on YouTube. Erica, am I missing anything? Is there anything else out there we need to talk about?
Yeah, this is from Colleen Hammond. She wanted to know, why was Dr. Yam upside down, and was she using the mirror option?
You know, I didn't see her upside down.
She was
She
not
was,
upside down in the studio, but on YouTube she was upside down. And on your screen I could see her upside down.
On my screen. Oh,
yeah,
behind me?
behind
Yes.
you.
Yes,
Yeah,
behind you.
because I don't know, because her camera was fine here in
Right, we can
studio,
see her good.
but I popped over to the YouTube, this YouTube stream to see how the platform was looking, and she was upside down.
Hey,
I
Doc,
think
can
the
you turn your
entire
camera?
time.
Can you turn your camera back on and see if we can see that effect? If you're still listening to us.
Dr. Yeah.
Maybe she was performing a surgery
Right,
and she
right,
was up.
right, right.
No, I'm trying to help out.
I do it, right?
I've got some live feedback, not noise feedback, but feedback from Fiza. And Fiza says, awesome show, totally loved it. So
There you
thank
go.
you.
There you go. Glad she's pleased. Glad she's
So am
pleased.
I. She's in charge.
Right, right. I know, right? Doctor, if you're still there, I know your phone is on mute. We want to see if you can turn your camera on one more time. You look good on our end, but inside of the YouTube feed, you were upside down. Everybody else looks pretty good, so let's just be sure of that.
Is your Earth spinning the wrong way?
They were asking if your Earth was spinning the opposite direction. Let me see here if I can get them back on the screen. This is more.
I think that's playback. It's the mirror. It mirrors
Oh.
back.
Yeah, I have a mirror.
Either that or your
I had a
phone is in
mirror. I had a
space.
There you go. You got the mirror effect on. That's why I was going the other way.
Yeah, I
Got
got
it.
the mirror effect going
So
on.
now we know the mirror doesn't make you upside down.
Well, there you go.
Flip
Okay.
it, though. You can actually, as producer of a show, you can actually flip your camera, which would put it upside down. I'm not sure whether you can do that as a guest, but you can do it as a producer.
You said flip the camera?
I don't know why. If we were broadcasting to Australia, I suppose, but that's a British joke, by the way. I don't know. It is strange, but if we're seeing it the right way up, then the broadcast should be of everything that we're seeing here, and we all know that to be true. So weird is the word. Weird.
Well, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to hang out with us tonight. This has been awesome. I've said it a couple of times already. Please put your information inside of the YouTube channel so we can watch the chat and connect with some of you. If you guys got any questions or anything you want to say before we get out of here today?
Any first impressions?
I'm blown away.
Okay.
Just absolutely blown away again that how many features there are already in beta, and it's pretty smooth for being in beta. I've worked on a lot of beta programs before that were not smooth, let's just say. And the fact that you're going to be able to do, I think it was like the sales option and a lot of the other things. I think you guys are going to corner the market, and I'm really excited. I'm very, very excited.
That's cool. All right, Larry, I saw your hand up. I want to be sure to get to you.
Yes, I just wanted to ask. This is really looking fantastic, and it be even Zoom for some possibilities that I can see now. How many people can we have in the waiting room? We can have on the screen 10 or 14 in the future. But how many people can be in the waiting room?
That is a really good question. And I'm not going to guess on that answer. We have to come back, or maybe we can put it inside of the comments as well. How many people can be in the waiting room? Because I was able to, Larry, take someone off the screen, so hide them and pull somebody back up. So in the waiting room, I actually had more than what was able to be on the screen. So you have a good question. Who knows how many that is? So we're gonna need Fiza to help us out with that one.
Yeah, and I would like to ask: is there a possibility to use the second screen? Suppose it's in Chrome, and it could be difficult, but it would be nice to use second screen for something other than look on Facebook or YouTube.
As far as
So,
using duplicate or a second monitor,
Yeah,
okay, to stretch it out, the assets could be in more than just in one window.
yeah.
Okay, that's something to write down to take back to the team to see if we can stretch it out a little bit, especially for us that are like me, getting up there in age, and you're challenged with being able to see these little bitty monitors. I have huge monitors in here, and I still had to stretch to see them. So I get it. Good question.
Maybe to
Anybody?
have it in other Chrome tab. It could be maybe some kind of solution. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good point. You make a good point, Larry. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you for this awesome product.
Great. Anybody else? Last thoughts for us tonight.
I
There
do
you go.
want. Yeah, I
Yes, sir.
want to ask one question. Um, if you have like a team of people who wants to get on your platform to use this studio, can that happen like different users to be on here at using this platform, like schedule them in
Oh, I'm
out?
sorry. I got the wrong person up talking. I'm sorry. That's why his mouth
Oh,
wasn't moving. It wasn't him. I'm sorry. Come on, go ahead. Keep going.
okay. Sorry about that.
That's
Yeah, I
okay.
was
That was
going.
me.
Okay, okay. I was wondering if you have like several people who wants to use this studio, like different people on your team that we have on OneStream Live, can they be able to access this studio at the same time as well?
So if you give them your username and password, and
Well,
basically,
on OneStream you got teams on there, and well, I
right,
got the big no the
right.
big news property they have, but you have teams you can add people on there. I was wondering, can they access this too as well?
That's a good question, and we'll probably the team answer in beta right now.
Right.
Even with the name OneStream Studio, so it's not OneStream Live Studio, it's OneStream Studio. It is connected to OneStream Live, but it is its own program right now, so it's not all the way integrated. Like even how you get into it is a little bit different. So that may be something a feature down the line where team members have access.
Mm-hmm.
Um, are you looking for those team members to like maybe do program at the same time, or just have access to the studio?
Both.
I got you.
Yeah.
Good question. Really
I
good
just
question.
looked at the original AppSumo deal. I know you have at least 4 team members that can. If you have the professional plan, it's 4 team members. The standard plan has 2 team members. So did you? I thought you said you did AppSumo, right, Cleveland?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it says 14 members, so
Yeah.
I'm
That's why I
assuming
got
they can
about
get
four.
in. But like DJ said, it might be different for the studio, but I don't know why it would be that much different though. It's just my
That's what I
opinion.
was wondering too. It would be a great access though, because that would be like top notch. And
Right.
we talk about game changer. This is one of them. I commend you guys with this one. This is spot on. I love it. I want
That's
to use it.
awesome.
I want to be one of the beta guys.
There you go. He's put his name in the hat. I
Come
get it.
on.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Anybody else? Last
10 out
words?
of 10. 10 out of
I
10.
want to say that OneStream has truly spoiled me. I really do enjoy that they don't put limitations on where I want to stream to, how often I want to stream, and now they're letting me have a studio. Not only
That's
did they give
awesome.
me a website to stream to, but they gave me a studio to use it on. So yeah, I want to say thanks for spoiling me.
There you go. There you go. And
I want
I,
to.
And
I
I
heard you
want to echo.
talking.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead, man. I think he
I know
had
you were
something.
saying 10
Yeah.
out of 10 earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just think it's 10 out of 10. I mean, just everything not only for our platform and our channels, but even for clients. As far as some of the work that we're doing, we're launching a video platform where we're going to be doing some viral videos and things like that. And I'm excited. That's as we build up the audiences specifically on TikTok and things like that. With the live streaming
Right.
capability is going to be tremendous.
I agree 100% with you. I really do.
Yeah, what I was
So,
going to say, I just wanted to echo what Erica said. It's almost honestly, and I'm going to just be honest with you, it's almost like I keep looking for the we got you,
right,
right?
right, right.
Because they keep giving Erica know what I'm talking about. Like we got because some companies do that, and OneStream hasn't did that, and I'm telling you, one of the things that I really love that they did that a lot of others don't do is I was recording a lot of my shows like 2 days earlier and running them live as though they were live. And people were saying, "How are you here and you there?" I was like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to answer the phone." Right. So that was one of the things that I love to do. But now being able to do this and then record everything live with the student, man, this is a game changer. I got to drop a lot of paid stuff right now. Sorry.
I'm with you, sir. I really am. I really am. I don't want to miss anybody. I think that's everybody that's on the page here. Let me do a little wrap up, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and you can hang out till the end here. I want to get to this
me.
group. Yeah, I wanted to get to you. So,
Okay,
uh,
now it's 20 to 2 in the morning here. I'd really like to. I've
no,
been
I understand.
spellbound by everything that's happened tonight, by the quality of the video, by the ability to bring everybody on screen. We've not had any technical problems in the studio, so kudos to all the team at OneStream. Thank you for inviting the three of us to be here. Strick, I've never been on a show that's been so well produced, sir. Kudos to you. And
Thank you.
Erica, I knew we'd get together on a show one day. Brilliant. Thank
Yeah, I've
you.
been trying to work it out with Erica as well. So when this came up, and man, to have the three of us on together as we kind of help communicate some of the things that are going on at OneStream Live is really awesome. So you guys, I give kudos to you two and what you're doing. And could you really quick before we end, just tell everybody your show times when you're on in the community where people can see you again?
Ladies first.
Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
Is this
And
just
Erica
one
Bates
day?
at
I see
OneStream
you
Live.
multiple times. Do you not do anything on Fridays, or that's your own channel on Fridays?
So I stream 3 times a week. So
Got it.
Tuesdays is with OneStream, Thursdays is my own show, and Fridays is my mastermind.
There you go. There you go. And you, Stephen?
yes, I stream using OneStream live to Amazon Live every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern for 2 hours. You can just listen in, and if you want to join me on camera, you're more than welcome to do so. Thank you.
And of course, you guys know that I am on OneStream Live on Monday nights, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, but people are watching all over the world, including Stephen, who's in the UK. He says it's 2 a.m., so we're going to end this, wrap it up. I'll see you guys next week. And let me do this. Let me see if I can find one that Hey guys, we'll
No,
see you in the next time. Be in the community with us. Thanks for hanging out with us, okay?
I
See you guys later.
Bye.